Most people think they're low on energy because they're getting older. But what if that's not the real reason? What if your body is simply missing a few things it desperately needs? And the surprising part is that most people never realize it. Today I'll show you 3 nutrients that quietly decline over time. And the third one is something most people have never even heard of. Let's start with magnesium. Most people know it's important. What many people don't realize is how much your body depends on it. Magnesium helps support energy production, healthy sleep, muscle function, and even brain performance. So, when magnesium levels begin to drop, the signs can appear slowly. You may feel more tired than usual, more irritable, or simply not as sharp as you used to be. Think about the last time you woke up feeling completely refreshed. For many people, that feeling becomes less common every year. They assume it's normal. But common and normal aren't always the same thing. Sometimes your body is trying to tell you something. The second nutrient is vitamin D. And despite the name, it behaves more like a hormone than a traditional vitamin. It influences far more than most people realize. Immune function, bone health, muscle performance, and even mood. The problem is simple. Modern life keeps us indoors more than ever before. And here's where things get interesting. Many people spend years trying to fix their energy problem without ever considering vitamin D. Because the symptoms don't always look obvious. They often look like normal life. Less motivation, lower energy, and that's exactly why many people ignore it. They assume it's simply part of getting older. Sometimes it is. Sometimes it isn't. The challenge is knowing the difference. That's why paying attention to your body matters more than most people think. Quick question. What's the one symptom that bothers you the most? Low energy? Brain fog? Poor sleep? Let me know in the comments. I read every one of them. Now let's talk about the third nutrient. This is the one most people rarely hear about. And yet it plays a major role in how your cells produce energy. It's called CoQ10, and most people never hear about it until they're already struggling with energy. If you've never heard of it before, don't worry. Most people haven't. Think of CoQ10 as one of the helpers your cells use to generate usable energy. The problem is that your natural levels tend to decline over time. And when that happens, some people notice they don't have the same stamina they once had. Not overnight. Slowly. So slowly that many people never connect the dots. They just assume they need more coffee, more sleep, or more willpower. But sometimes the issue is much deeper than that. The good news is that once you know what to look for, you can start making better decisions. And that's where most people finally start seeing a difference. In a moment, I'll show you the mistake most people make when they try to support their energy levels, and why fixing only one nutrient often doesn't work as well as people expect. Here's the mistake many people make. They learn about one nutrient. They buy one supplement. They take it for a few weeks, and then they wonder why nothing changed. The reason is actually pretty simple. Your body doesn't work one nutrient at a time. Everything works together. Think of it like a team. If one player is missing, performance drops. If several are missing, the problem gets worse. That's why chasing a single miracle nutrient usually leads to disappointment. Real improvement usually comes from supporting multiple areas at the same time. Better sleep, better movement, better nutrition, and sometimes targeted supplementation. Not because supplements are magic, but because they can help fill gaps that become harder to cover over time. While researching this topic, I noticed something interesting. Most products focus on one ingredient, sometimes two. Very few combine several of the nutrients people are actually looking for. That's what caught my attention. I came across a formula called Advanced Mitochondrial Formula. What stood out wasn't the marketing. It was the combination. Instead of focusing on one ingredient, it combines several compounds related to cellular energy. That's unusual compared to most products in this category. If you're curious, I've placed a link in the description and pinned comment so you can look at it yourself. Read everything. Check the ingredients. Decide for yourself. One more thing, but even if you never buy a supplement, there's something important to remember. No supplement can replace the basics. Sleep still matters. Movement still matters. Food still matters. Those things will always be the foundation. This is what really matters. So, let's bring everything together. Most people assume low energy is just part of getting older. Sometimes that's true. But sometimes your body is trying to tell you something. And if you never look deeper, you may never realize it. At the end of the day, this isn't really about supplements. It's about understanding what your body may have been trying to tell you for years. Small changes, repeated consistently, often create the biggest results over time. And sometimes all it takes is finally paying attention. So, if we know these three gaps, magnesium, vitamin D, and CoQ10, are making you feel older, the bigger lesson isn't about any single nutrient. Your body is constantly adapting to thousands of tiny signals every day. That's why big changes often begin with small adjustments. And that's actually good news. Because it means there are things you can still influence. I wouldn't try to fix everything at once. I'd simply start paying more attention to patterns. Because sometimes, the answer has been right, in front of us all along. And that's often when people begin noticing real changes. Which part of today's video surprised you the most? Tell me in the comments. I read every single one. And if this was helpful, a quick like really helps the channel. And if you're curious about the formula I mentioned earlier, you'll find it in the description and pinned comment below. Read it carefully and decide if it's right for you. If you enjoy practical health content explained simply, consider subscribing. The goal is simple: to help you stay active, sharp, and independent for as long as possible. And if low energy is something you've struggled with, I think you'll enjoy this next video too.